can stop tagging me, let's talk about the Beis claw machine pop-up controversy that has absolutely been sweeping the girly pop side of the internet in the last 24 hours. And as someone who's both an influencer and works in marketing, I think it's important to talk about how companies handle these things. And I think this one is an interesting contrast to the recent Poppy vending machine controversy that we covered a few weeks back. All right, so let's dive into it. If you don't already know what Beis is, it is a luxury travel suitcase brand that is huge with the girlies. It is owned by actress and celebrity Shay Mitchell, so you'll see her a lot associated with the brand. And when I say it's huge in luxury, I mean even I've always kept my eyes on them. But then when I see the prices, my eyes look away back to my off-brand Target suitcase. And obviously, they're very big on social media. So in honor of launching their newest color bag, they did this human claw machine pop-up where they invited the general public and, of course, a lot of influencers. Now, influencers are always going to have some VIP treatment at these events, right? Because that's how marketing works, and we need to be realistic about that. But usually that's just like a goodie bag or something set aside beforehand, or maybe they get prior access. It's when these influencers start to impact the experience of the general public as well as where things start to get messy. Because the first creator who came forward with a story was this one right here. She waited in the very long line. She got up to the front. She saw the suitcases in there that she wanted. And then a person who works there came and took them out and allegedly gave them to an influencer. And those were the last ones in the pit. And she was rightfully a little disappointed by this. And that's fair because for influencers, you should have those things pre-set aside somewhere else and not take them out from under somebody else. Not a great look. And then the next person who came forward was this creator right here, who was the very last person in line. They were told this by an employee because they did a count. They cut off the line right there. They said, we don't have enough for everyone else. Some other people had tickets and were upset, and so that's kind of a weird situation as well. A quick interruption to remind everyone in Wisconsin to please show up for this on April 1st so that this doesn't win, because this is very much so a topic that's currently on the table and at risk in the state of Wisconsin. Again, remember, Wisconsin. Tell your Wisconsin friends. Okay, back to the program. One girl came up angry because she drove a whole 40 minutes in LA to be in that line and she refused to leave. So when Shay Mitchell did this video where she grabbed 2 suitcases to give to the last person in line, guess who she ended up giving it to? The woman who threw a fit wasn't technically in line and wasn't supposed to be there. So in fairness, this creator was just like, I'm a little upset because that was technically supposed to be me. But this story does have a fairly happy ending. When you throw big events like this, I will say it's impossible for them to go 100% smoothly. And whilst all those videos were posted less than 24 hours ago, there have already been follow-ups that Beis has reached out to these people to try and right these wrongs and maybe try and get them the products that they were hoping for. And that's a pretty quick response time with no questions asked, and we didn't even have to endure a video of the CEO sitting down and gaslighting everybody about what happened.